Here's to the dreamers, the seekers, the wise. Crystal lavender will reach in the skies. Through tarot and starlight we'll always roam. In the heart of the universe we found our home. Comes where the mystics play. We speak the language of the Milky Way. A touch of Venus, a kiss from the moon, guiding lost hearts with a sweet gentle tune.
Boo, 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 boo. Hello, hello. Hi, Cancer. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon. This is your June reading, all right? We are going to find out what's good, what's written on the wall for June for my lovely Cancer collective. I do have your weekly for the end of May in my uploads under the video tab. So if you want to check it out, I know that that was a really, really good reading. So hopefully this can collaborates with what that said, all right? So before we get started, we are going to talk about this. This is my book. It is called Say You Love, and it is a testimony of triumph over the darkness of childhood, SA, and addiction, all right? And I wrote this book very honestly and vulnerably because I wanted to send a message of hope and inspiration for anybody that's out there struggling. Like, hi, my name is Crystal, and I am 4+ years into recovery. So if you know anybody that is struggling as an addict or struggling with any sort of childhood, like childhood abuse, you could send them my way, all right? You could send them my book. You could send them my way. You could get this book on Amazon for $12.12. You could get a free copy of it on my website, which is scrolling across the bottom of the screen here at crystal-lavender.com, or you could get a signed copy if you email me, okay? And all of that stuff will be in the description box of every single one of my videos, as well as the About page on my channel, all right? And if you would like a personal private reading, you can book one at my website at crystal-lavender.com. There's a 10% off coupon for any one of my available services, and sign up for my free weekly newsletter. It comes out every Monday. So you can get a free book, a free newsletter, and sign up for a personal private reading. All right. All right. So Cancer, let's get this party started. FG, what up? What do we got going on for Cancer for the month of June? What's written on the wall? What's written on the wall for June for Cancer? I know your weekly reading was freaking fantastic, so let's hope we can keep it up with that. Cancer, what do we got for Team Cancer for your monthly reading for Cancer? What do we got? What is going on for the month of June? Ooh. I feel like you are concocting some sort of recipe for success, Cancer. With the 8 of Pentacles here, like that is having all of the ingredients and putting in all of your know-how, all of your wit, all of your wisdom, all of your charisma, and it's like you are pushing something. You're making something work. I feel like it's come after a lot of struggle. Like there might have been, like, you might have been laid off from something or just been a part of something that was not really like to your liking or part of your inner calling. And it's like you were tired of living someone else's dream. So you're putting everything you've got, like you've got all of the right ingredients to make something super successful, because you've got the 10 of Pentacles here, which is like, that's something that you can sink your teeth into. All right, Cancer, you know, something that, like, I feel like it's going to make you really happy, just the progress that you're making, even like stepping forward and putting yourself in a position to go after what it is that you want. You know, you got the Queen of Wands, which is super passionate. You know, that's the embodiment. That's like the fantasy. It's like you're pursuing what everybody else fantasizes about. It's like, I feel like you're tired of living someone else's dream. Like you're tired of doing the 9 to 5 and working for someone else. You know, you're tired of being tired. You know, you're tired of getting up every day and still being tired. You know, so you're really focusing on giving it your all to something that you really love. Hi, Mama Beans. You know, yeah, tired of being tired. Like you're throwing in the white towel. Like you are, I don't know if you're quitting a job or if you have been let go of something, but like that, if you were let go from a position, it's like that's the best thing that could have ever happened to you. It's like now it's giving you room to pursue what it is that you're actually like, what you're actually passionate about, something that truly makes you happy, that really benefits you, not only but in your pocketbook with the 10 of Pentacles, but in your spirit as well, something that makes your spirit happy. All right. Like, I feel like you've done enough inner searching. Like you with this Hermit card, you've gone up the mountain and talked to God. Like you're putting all of your faith, you're taking a giant leap of faith into yourself, and like you're having some sort of trust fall with the universe. Like, all right, universe, like I see that this is where you want me to be. Like, I know everything happens for a reason, even if I don't understand it. Like I know you'll catch me, and you're putting whatever you're putting all your chips into pursuing your own dreams, your own passion. I feel like for a long time you were prolonging the inevitable, either staying in a house that, in a house that wasn't very accommodating, not very. It's like it wasn't a very happy place. It's like I felt like you tried to keep all the pieces together, but as soon as you stop being the one that puts all of the effort in or just tries to keep it all together, it's like there's no one else that's trying to hold it together but you. So it's like you're the only reason that things have been as good as they have been for as long as they were. It's like, and as soon as you pull your energy out of that, it's like almost like I don't know, when I quit the job at Loaf and Jug, it's like, man, like that place has it like we were holding it together, it was holding strong. It was being held together with, with the team of people. And it's like once like it is no longer like there's no longer a team over there. It's crazy to watch how that happens, like to see how significant you were in a position, It's like I didn't realize how significant my presence was in that position until like I wasn't there anymore. And to see the store now is like, wow, but you could be working towards the future, with this Empress here, you're feeling very nurturing, very loving, very giving, or there could be people around you that are just pouring into you. But I feel like you're pouring into yourself, Cancer. Like you're pouring into your own dreams and aspirations. Like you threw in the white towel, you were tired of being tired. Like I felt like you were in your own mental prison, and the only thing that was stopping you was like feeling like you were responsible for someone else's happiness, or for this tower not falling. It's like you put so much of your effort into making sure that other people were good that it's like, no, you're like, fuck that, I'm done with that. Like it's time to make sure that I'm good. I'm doing what I need to do for me. Like I'm tired of always putting myself out there for other people. Yeah, and it might feel really scary at first, like you might feel like, oh man, here we go, like that's how I was when I quit my job. I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but I know that universe has got me, and I know that like it's super scary to make that leap of faith like that, but it's like you feel like you have no other choice. It's like, what's the worst that could happen? It's going to fall on its face, but you are going to be successful. Like you will remain independent, all right? Independent of whatever this soul sucking shit was that you were doing. Like you are going to free yourself from that. And if you're worried about if it's going to be successful or not, like it might not be like as much money as you once made or whatever, but you will be able to maintain your independence. If you break free from whatever this is, you break free from that burden, you break free from whatever has been keeping you trapped, in this mental prison, whatever it is that you've been the only one providing. It's like you're the only one that's keeping it afloat, and as soon as you let go of that, like if you're worried about if you'll be able to float yourself or not, like you'll be able to be independent. You'll be able to be independent of this contract, or independent of this relationship, or independent of this job. And it's going to bring you a lot more success, a lot more happiness with the Sun card. I feel like this is something that you've been thinking about for a long time, or you have been wanting to pursue for a long time. That there's always been something that's been in the way, Always been something that's been in the way of you making that move, of taking that leap of faith, of moving forward. You're like, well, what about the job? Well, if I don't show up, then it's all going to fall apart. If I don't put in, then it's all going to fall apart. It's like you were the only rock that's been holding this all together. And finally you're like, poof, let it fall. Go ahead, let it fall. Some of you could be saving money, or you need to be saving money. But I feel like you're throwing in the white towel, like you're done. You're just done. Done with being the only provider, done with being the only one that cares about a specific situation. Like you are turning your energy to yourself, turning it inward. The Page of Cups, starting something new, going on a new adventure, pursuing your own dreams, your own passions, your own artistic pursuits, and having complete faith in the universe. That's a scary freaking thing to do. But you've got the Magician, so you are a master manifester when it comes to this. You've got the Ten of Cups underneath it, and the High Priestess. Like, you feel like the time is now. The time is now, Cancer. It is time to take that leap, to move the mountain, all right? To quit putting all of your energy into this job or into this situation that isn't pouring into you, to be honest with yourself and to others around you. Or you might be receiving a message from a child or from somebody younger than you, some sort of truth from a child. All right. I know that's a side message, but you might be hearing from somebody, maybe, from some of you, I feel like there might have been a child that was displaced or had ran away or ran from a situation or was emancipated or grew up way too fast. And you're going to get a message from a child that has had some major realizations about what really went down and how it really went down. Like, they might have put a lot of blame on you for their situation, but I feel like they've grown up and have come to their senses about what it was that really happened. And you might be getting a message from them. I know that's a side note here, but it feels like they've been doing a lot of inner soul searching, nostalgia, looking back, contemplating, thinking. And it feels like they're going to be reaching out. It feels like either a child or a grandchild that was on the outs with, that you've been no contact with, is going to reach out in the month of June and try to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you. You could be looking at different places to move. Like, some of y'all might be looking at a map. You could even be throwing darts at a map. Okay, wherever this dart lands, that's where we're moving to. Some of you are really looking to get out of your situation and to move upward or outward, or to get out of where you're at right now. So you're trying to make plans on leaving where you're currently living. There might be somebody that is in disagreement with that, or they might be trying to stop your progress. There's somebody that doesn't want you to move on from them, or doesn't want you to move away. So they might be trying to sabotage or stop your progress, even though it could make you happy. I mean, and that could be family as well. Sometimes family is, oh, well, if you leave, then, if you go pursue your dreams, then what about me, And it's like there could be a super selfish family member that doesn't want you to pursue what it is that you're after, because that means that there's some sort of loss for them. They're all, well, what about me? Very, very kind of selfish. They're very selfish about your energy and what it is that you're doing with yourself. All right, let's see what else we got for Cancer. Or if you get married, then, well, what about me? It's like they're more concerned about themselves than they are about you and your happiness and your future. And they could be trying to sabotage whatever sort of movement you have, especially if you're planning to move away or move away from. They take it very personally. Yeah. Yeah, this person is kind of they're unhappy about your success. There's somebody around you that is going to be unhappy about your relationship, unhappy about your life choices, unhappy about your success, because it's taking away from them. All right. It's taking away from the time that they have with you, or from your ability to be there at their beck and call, or just reminds them of how unsuccessful they are in their own situation. But some way or another, like you have an undercover hater that's really close to you, that is probably family, or like a friend that could be family, or somebody that you like live with, or as a roommate. It's like, well, if you end up moving out of the situation that you're in, then it means that they're losing income, if it's a roommate situation. But it does feel like there's somebody that's going to try to sabotage your happiness because of something that benefits them, but, and it might, you might have to fight for your freedom, fighting for your fighting for your true north, your happiness. Like this person might try to guilt trip you into staying. Could be a boss. Yeah, but it feels like you are going to be armored with the strength. You're going to be sent the armor that you need to smooth the situation over, to where everybody is like, so it's a win-win situation for everyone, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. Like it almost feels like you taking this job, or you moving, or you getting married, or you moving up in the world is like, it feels like to this other person, it feels like you're like deceiving them. You know what I mean? That you are going against them by going towards yourself, which that's not fair. So try to remain balanced inside yourself with keep your own equilibrium, your own emotional equilibrium, and make sure that you are evaluating what's best for you, because you're not going to make everyone happy 100% of the time anyways. And you've got to make sure that you're living your life for you and what it is that you want to do, not for other people, not for this specific person, especially if they're trying to sabotage your happiness, because you have the 10 of Pentacles here. Okay, that is legacy. That is happy home, happy life, happy, like that's something that's tangible, that you can sink your teeth into, that doesn't just look good on paper. That's not some sort of lofty idea, like you pursuing your own goals is tangible. And it just might make this person upset, because like it just reminds them of how much they really didn't do it themselves, how much they didn't pursue their goals, how much they didn't accomplish, how unhappy they were in their marriage, or if they never got married. It just reminds them of some sort of something inside of themselves, and they're going to try to project that onto you. So you're going to have to keep your guard up with this person and remain vigilant towards your own success and pursue your own dreams. All right. And keep your head up and keep pushing forward. Okay. You make sure that you're doing what you got to do for you, especially in the month of June. Yeah. Remain diligent. Okay. Remain diligent. What's going on for Cancer and love? What do we got for Cancer and love? Anything new coming to Cancer in the realm of the hearts? What do we got? Team Cancer. Heart message. What do we got for Team Cancer? Love message. Ooh, Page of Cups. I feel like you're going to get an apology from someone from your past, from someone that probably didn't do you as good as they should have. It's like they feel like they are they like, you got the Page of Cups next to the Three of Swords. So somebody from your past either is going to acknowledge that like they could have treated you better, or like they wish they would have treated you better, but like some sort of addiction, they might have had addiction issues that got in the way, that like they might have blamed it on addiction, but in reality it's because they weren't very nurturing to the situation. Like they didn't take your needs into consideration. it feels like you're going to get some sort of apology, especially if you have like, if you are super flamboyant about your love on social media, like some past person is going to come in apologizing to you for treating you like shit, especially since they see that you're being treated so good now. You know, something about your happiness triggers this person to realize like how bad they treated you, or how like how good you were to them. It's like they were super defensive to you for no reason. They treated you like shit for no reason. It's like you were really super good to this person, and yeah, they were very much my way or the highway. Like they had no consideration. They weren't about compromise. They didn't care about what it was that you were doing for them. Like this person was very unnurturing to you and your situation. But I feel like watching you glow, yeah, with the strength card, watching you glow up and watching you be loved correctly is going to trigger this person into realizing like how bad they treated you, or like what they could have done better, you know, because now they see you as the King of Wands. They see that you are being loved correctly, and they feel some sort of way about how they treated you, you know, that they weren't committed, that they didn't stay committed or loyal or faithful. And I feel like they're going to come at you with some sort of apology. You know, they're going to try to smooth things over, you know, make sure that you know, like they might tell you that they still want to be a part of your life, you know, but I think they're kind of fishing to see if you still have love for them, you know, because they know that they fucked up. Like they lost the best thing that ever happened to them. And they're just now realizing it, but it took someone else loving you, or someone else showing you the love that you deserve, for them to realize like how bad they were to you. You know, yeah, this Judgment, and they're scared that they're never going to find anybody like you ever again. You know, they're never going to find someone that treats them the way that you treated them, that cared for them the way that you cared for them, that put them on the pedestal that you put them on. You know, they took it all for granted, and they are scared that they're never going to have that back, or they're never going to find that, because they see that you're happy with where you're at in life. You know, they've opened themselves up to a whole other perspective that they were not. Like they thought they were all that in a bag of chips, and it turns out that like they were a turd that was wrapped in a Snickers wrapper, you know. And I think they've come to this conclusion about themselves, and they're going to come at you with some sort of truth about the situation, about how they fucked up, about how bad they wish they could take it all back. And they know that there is no going back. You know, they know that you have moved on with the Knight of Cups. They know that you are moving forward, and that you have moved on, and that they've lost the best thing that ever happened to them, that you were the King of Cups, you know, that you were solid and loyal and loving, and wanted nothing but the best for them. And then they took you for granted and treated you like shit. But it's taken a lot, somebody treating you right, you know, of them seeing you happy, for them to even acknowledge how bad that they fucked up. All right, Cancer, this is your reading for June. If you would like a personal reading, please go to my website at crystal-lavender.com and sign up for my weekly newsletter. It comes out every Monday with exclusive content. There is a coupon for 10% off of any one of my available services. And I love you guys so very much. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, be good to yourself and others, always and always. True. Beep, beep. Love you.